Alrighty, welcome folks to tonight's coverage of the Veterans Appreciation 300 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, presented by the Crow's Nest. And these guys will be running the Cup car here this evening. Great turnout. Looks to be over 20 or so drivers already out here getting ready for tonight's event. So once again, as we get ready to go green on a Memorial Day, we want to give a big shout out and thank you to all the active and retired military watching out there. And I appreciate what you guys do. Thoughts and prayers with you not only on this day, but every day. Y'all make a big sacrifice, and I feel like sometimes you guys aren't appreciated as much as people should, to be honest. And I want you to know here at Extreme Sim TV and the Crow's Nest, I definitely appreciate you. So, what we're going to get into here tonight is going to be 300 miles. Should be a lot of fun here in the new Aero package. Car's going to carry a lot of speed, be majorly a draft here. So look forward to that as well. So we'll be right back with you here on Extreme Sim TV. Alrighty, as practice is continuing here, Paul there in the 18 Good Wrench machine out on track. Taking a look there at that red in color, beautiful race car. About 11 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the practice here before we get ready to turn them loose here for the full event here in a little bit. Taking a look there, Paul. A bunch of these cars currently sitting on pit road. That's Logan. Go take a look at the 13 machine. I'm going to try to get you a good look at all these paint schemes to the best of my ability because there's some nice ones. There's that 13, the Coca-Cola machine sitting on pit road. Beautiful looking race car. Right behind him, you're going to have the 78 red, white, and blue Budweiser machine. Also a gorgeous race car. White flash back here in the 44 UPS machine. Robert Richards right there in that number 15 black and white machine. Good looking race car there as well. Michael Wilkes, his paint ain't loaded in yet. I kind of wonder why. Meanwhile, Brandon Jenkins bringing it down to pit road. Take a look there again at the Good Wrench 18 machine. Mr. Paul, followed by Logan there, and that number 63 red, white, and blue machine. And that 7 Coors Light machine. driven by Michael and Timothy T right there in the Goodrich number 93. Alrighty, folks, I'm going to try to grab someone down into the booth for a moment. We can get Mr. Crow down here. Hey, Mr. Crow, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me, bud?
I've got a copy on you.
Well, hey, Maria. Your first ever interview. What do you think about that?
Cool, I guess.
Cool. You been out there practicing any?
No, I hadn't been out there. I've just been trying to keep everybody else on the straight and narrow.
Oh, I see. So 300 miles here tonight should be a good one.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I mean, as long as people don't, go crazy right off the bat, then yeah, I mean, it should be a good race.
Alrighty, Miss Maria. Well, we'll let you get back to keeping them on the straight and narrow.
All right.
See ya. All right, that was Miss Maria there. Let her get back to keeping them on the straight and narrow, and we're going to get ready to go to our national anthem here in a moment, and we'll be back live here on Extreme Sim TV in a moment. All right, we're back here as we got to 5 or 6 minutes remaining here in practice before we get ready to qualify these cars here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So I'm going to step away and just let you enjoy a little bit of practice here. We'll be back momentarily. Alrighty, as the checkered flag waves over practice, we're going to get ready to get this going with qualifying here tonight. And I hope everyone's enjoying it so far, so I will get you down here in a moment and we'll enjoy some great qualifying here and just taking a look first. This is going to be Timothy T. Wright and that number 93 machine rolling off of pit road. Of course, this is Timothy T. Wright and the number 93. Track is open for qualifying. And we want to thank our sponsor, PK Designs, sponsoring qualifying and the grid here this evening. The 93 machine up on the end to turn at number 1. He'll whoosh up the racetrack just a little bit. Nice run here so far. Down the back straightaway. We'll see as he's heading towards. There we go. And we'll get your qualifying order here as times are starting to come in. Robert Richardson up front right now. Down the front straight away for the 808. Nice lap. Off into turn number 1, Brandon Jenkins. In the 808 machine that through turn number 1 onto the back straightaway. Through a turn number 4. Out of turn 4, and nice smooth lap for him, clipping that corner just a little bit, and he'll cross the stripe right now in P3 for Brandon Jenkins. Right now Logan Hilton up front, Ryan Kelly out on track in that number 13 Coca-Cola machine. Watch him work his way down through there as well. Through 1 and 2. Back down the back straightaway. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining as he heads into 3 and 4. Taking a look here at Mr. Kelly. Cross the stripe. Nice lap. Good lap for Kelly. Coming to a stop there. Ray still on track. Working his way through right now. Now look there at Ray as he works his way through in that number 24 machine. He'll woe it down, less than a minute left in qualifying now. So they'll start to get this figured out. We're going to get ready to go green at flag racing here in a moment. Take a look from the starter stand here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Get ready. I hope everybody enjoys tonight's racing action. It's going to be an exciting one. 300 miles. 35 seconds remain in qualifying. So we're going to get ready to get you started with tonight's starting lineup here on Extreme Helmet TV. Alrighty, folks, we'll be right back with you for the start of this one. Alrighty, let's get ready to take you through tonight's starting lineup. Alright, let's get ready to go here. We'll take a look here at tonight's starting lineup and get them ready to go here from Charlotte. Charlotte's, sorry about the little bit of choppiness there. I believe I may have fixed it. So nevertheless, let's take a look at the starting lineup. On at the front row, you got Mr. Logan on the inside. Timothy T. Wright's being scored. P2 on the outside. Starting inside row number 2, Brandon Jenkins. Outside Ray. Inside row number 3, that's going to be Michael. And outside it's going to be Ryan. Starting inside row number 4, Paul there in that seventh position. Outside Mr. Tyler Payne in that number 92 machine. Starting 8th. Starting in P9, Mr. Mitchell and Mr. Jacobs. Starting 10th. Starting inside row number 6, James Brooks. Donald Stewart outside in row 6 and 12th. Starting 13th, David Overstreet on his outside, Charles Johnson. Starting in 15th, Robert Richards and Dave back there in 16th. Starting 17th, James Ledford. 18th, Kyle Hess. Starting in 19th, Dwight Plesh. And Michael Spell starts 20th. Alright, starting in 21st, Mr. John, alongside Dave Lane. In 23rd, Mr. Jimmy Crow is not starting, and Rick Edwards scored 24th. Starting in P25, that's Mr. Mike Morrison, and we'll get ready to go green flag racing here tonight from Charlotte. As they exit turn number 4, see the lights are off on the iRacing pace car, and we are about to go green flag in the air. 200 laps headed your way. Through turn number 1, everybody goes up through the gearbox. Out into turn 2 now. Nice run down the front straightaway. Once again, everybody on the gas pedal. Down to through it. And through 1 and 2, once again, the leader right now, Mr. Hilton out front. 2 laps out of 200 complete. Hilton, good start there for that number. Whoa, look at this mid-pack to 2 machine right there, nearly making contact. He'll get it straightened back out as we're 3 laps in. Now, down through 3 and 4, side by side in the middle of the pack. That's the 2 machine trying to work his way through the middle. Meanwhile, back up front, going to be Logan, still out there leading the way. as this pack will run down the back straightaway one more time into turns 3 and 4. Now, right around the bottom of the racetrack they go, trying to hold the inside line the best they can. 63 machine leading the way. Out front, the 63 pulls away just a little bit. Can't get completely away though. They're still side by side for second. Here comes the 76 machine inching his way through. He'll find a spot to get around here. Headed back to turn number 1. Logan out front, James Brooks into P number 2. P3, that's Mr. Michael back there. Brandon Jenkins back there in 4th. Trying to hang on as well. 7 laps into 200 here this evening. Side by side close racing up front. 76 on the outside. Trying to get a good run down the front straightaway one more time. All right, back down once again. That's 8 laps complete out of 200 here tonight. Now up front, side by side, that's going to be the 63 on the bottom of the racetrack, really putting in work down there on the bottom. And again, you can run down there as long as you can, as long for the first few laps. Then the tires will start to wear. Once they start to wear, you're going to see them move up the racetrack. Now, turning number 4, they go. Everybody will spread out. The 7 on the inside. He'll try to get the momentum. Can't do it right now. He'll get to the bottom. That's going to be Michael, able to get down there to the bottom of that Coors Light machine. And he will clear. Now through a turn at number 4, everybody will spread out onto the front straightaway. 11 out of 200 complete. Again, now the tires starting to wear just a little bit. Oh, with a bit of trouble there. The 76 gets up the hill just a tad a bit. Gets into the outside wall. He'll get it straightened out. Looks like a couple more now scraping the wall. That looks like it may have been the 7 machine. Now the 7 falls in the line. Logan leads the way right now, trying to pull it off. Starting to try to pull ahead. The 7 right there to his back bumper. You'll see these tires wearing. These guys are lifting a little by little each lap. As we head towards turn at number 4. Still doing it on the front straightaway. Okay. Yellow out on the speedway. Yellow flag flies. We got trouble in the back of the pack here. Looks like Kyle Hess may be involved. Go back and take a look here. See the yellow as of yet. Trying to look for the incident if we can. Everything looks good. The yellow may have come deeper in the pack because I am absolutely not finding it here. So, anyway, the yellow flag is out. See everybody coming in down pit road right now. Logan's still your race leader. Everybody dives down the pit road. Here they come. See them coming at you here. Okay. So they're working their way through. Into their box right here. Alright, for fresh tires for your race leader. We'll get ready to turn them back loose once again here. 17 out of 200 complete here this evening. Lights on the iRacing pace car here. Good run here so far. The 7 machine. Michael able to get up to the front behind him. Now he'll get by Logan. Logan had a good start, but he's going to lose the lead to Mr. Michael here. So that could be affect him negatively here. Got to figure out a way to get back around that 7 machine as we're 17 out of 200 laps in here tonight. Alright, as we're back, do apologize about that quick break, but hopefully that right there will take care of any stutter choppy issue you were having. I do apologize about that. I'm not too sure why it was doing it to begin with, but hopefully that takes care of it and we'll get ready to go back green flag racing. 18 out of 200 complete here tonight. Alright, lights still on the iRacing pace car. We'll get the lights off here. We'll get 1 to go, 19 laps complete out of 200 here this evening. They circle around the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We'll get ready to see the green flag go back in the air. Take a look there at the field as they work their way down the back straightaway, getting ready to go back green here one more time. All right, as the field heads for turn number 4, out front will be Mr. Michael Logan second. Brandon third, Timothy T. Wright sets fourth, and that'll be your field here as they come to the restart here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Veterans Appreciation 300. And as we comment down, as they will see the green flag wave, lap number 19 goes on the board, and we are green once again. Into turn number 1 they go one more time. Through turns 2, you see the field really spread out now down the back straightaway. 7 machine out front leading the way, the 808 machine right there with them. And nice run into 3 and 4 right on his back tailgate or bumper. And these cars, his tailgate if it was a truck, but right there with him now through back down the front straightaway now. And these cars really suck up into the corner, and fresh tires are right there on them. And oh boy, through the turns 1 and 2, the 7 right around the bottom of the racetrack, trying to hold on, trying to block any lane for the 808 to really get any run with. Now look at this, through 1 and 2, can't make it work on the high side. I really think you have to wait a little bit later as Brandon's trying to make the outside work. Can't do it. The 18's on the bottom, so he's going to go with the 7 down the back straightaway. Here comes the 93 machine trying to look for running room as well. Look at him stack up. The 18 there as well. Nowhere for him to go. Good job. Holding on to that line is Michael in that 7 machine. Really holding them off as they head down the back straightaway one more time. Through turns 3 and 4. You see the pack really coming together now. As they roar through into turn number 1, the 7 machine still able to hang on to the race lead for now. They'll try to work the outside line. 24 laps complete. Michael up front hanging on. Look at this side-by-side racing action through turns 2 down the back straightaway. Seven and the 18 right there along with each other. Drawing just about even now off of turn number 4, and at the line the 18 will lead it by a nose. With the 18 out front, the 18 able to hang on once again. That's Paul getting the lead there out of turn number 4 for a split second. It'll work its way back out one more time. The 808 right there to 93. Timothy T. Wright in third. Trying to work his way by. Now it's side by side down the end of turn at number 1. 93 doing everything he can do. Michael up there on the high side trying to pull back ahead. Oh my goodness, and they get close down the back straightaway. You'll see these cars start to pull up on each other through the 3 and 4. Oh, contact for the race lead. The 7 onto the, wow. Nice save from the 7 machine of Michael. Timothy T. Wright in the 93 has to lift off the gas. He's going to lose some positions. Brandon there in the 808 getting a big run. Here comes the 78 with a huge run. Donald there in the 78 machine. Big run down the back straightaway. He'll have to lift off the gas. He'll fall back in line. Now these guys work their way down the front stretch one more time. Wow, what a race into turn number one. Right on top of each other they are. Gonna be in. Alright guys, how's the stream looking right now for you guys? As the battle rages up front, three cars right here together, the 808 and Yellow out on the speedway once again. Yellow out on the speedway one more time, and we'll go back and see if we can find the issue. Ledford and these guys may be in trouble back here. We'll go back here and take a look. See if we can find the yellow. Oh, there it is. A car going around right behind them. And it looks like that's the 17. Mr. Rick Edwards getting in trouble. And wow. Blinked out on us, but there he is. He went around. So yellow on the speedway one more time. Alrighty, folks, we'll be right back with you here on Extremes on TV. Alrighty, folks, as we exit turn number 4 here, we're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Hall out front in that number 18 machine will lead them down. Here they come, and we're going to see the green flag go in the air once again. Green is out here one more time. They'll work their way down into turning number 1. 35 of 200 laps complete here tonight. Now, they'll dive to the bottom of the racetrack one more time. The 2 right there to the back bumper, trying to make it work. He'll come in right to the back bumper. Now, he'll push, basically, the 18 machine back by the 808. Clear off of turn number 4. And he will indeed get clear in that 18 machine. Nothing he can do off of turn 4. Look at him jockey around right behind them. Everybody doing a great job working their way through right now. That's the 18, the 2. Down the front back straightaway. The 2 will pull out just a little bit. Nowhere for him to go. Jacob there trying everything he can. Not able to get it done here. Back down the front straightaway one more time. The 2 man all over the back bumper of the 18. He's trying to look for a way around. Paul out front. Paul doing a great job of hanging on. On down the 18 machine jumps to the bottom of the racetrack, doing everything he can just to hang on here. $39 out of 200 complete. Look at the move coming on the outside line. That's the 808 of Mr. Brandon Jenkins there, trying to move up through the high side. He'll have the 78 of Donald Stewart with him. On the bottom, the 2 machine of Jacob Hope, trying to come up with something here. He's got help with the 7 of Mr. Michael Timothy T. Wright back here in the 93 machine as well. They rocket their way down the front straightaway one more time. Into 1 and 2. Everybody doing everything they can, and everybody running pretty well. Yellow out on the speedway one more time. Big incident down here next to turn number 1. Wow, into the trioval. We'll take a look here as they get stacked up. There's the 7. The 14's going to come off. Oh, the 02 gets in the outside wall. The 15 tries to check up. They start stacking up behind them. And there you have it. Big incident as a bunch of cars go around. Alright, these cars will get woed up here. We'll get ready to go back green flag racing here in a moment. See the 18 machine up here. They're waiting on the pace car to get in front of them. Alrighty, folks, we'll get ready to go back green and flag racing here in a moment. Alrighty, after pit stops here, everybody's getting in line to back up behind the pace car. It's going to be Ryan Kelly, looks like will take over the lead. Paul back to second. Brandon third. Donald fourth. Jacob back in fifth. Sixth, Timothy T. Wright. Seventh is going to be that 76 machine of James Brooks. Michael back to eighth. Charles M. Johnson 12th. Robert Richards back to 15th, or back to 10th. So here we go, 45 laps complete. We'll get ready to go back green and flag racing. Lap number 46 goes up on the board. Ryan Kelly, of course, still leading out front right now. Paul right there in second. We've seen them battle pretty much all the way through early. We'll get that situated here momentarily. We'll get double file behind the iRacing pace car once again. Lights, of course, turned off the pace car. Now the 13 will lead them to green one more time here. Beautiful Coca-Cola machine of the 13 of Mr. Ryan Paul there in the 18. Brandon and Jenkins in the 18 or in the 808 machine and the 78 up there. Mr. Donald Stewart as well in that 78 Bowbeiser machine. Because we're going to get ready to go back green and flag racing here one more time. Lap number 47, getting ready to be put in the books here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Green is back out and we are going. Into turn and number 1. Look at the 78 machine right there on the outside. Third car there behind the 18. And yellow immediately back out on the speedway. Wow, yellow is out. Go back and take a look at what happened back here. We can get a look at it. Got some cars blinking out here. Can't really get a good look at the replay. We did have a couple of cars in trouble back here. I think Wilkes was involved. See as we come through the restart here, take a look. After the restart, these cars back here right close together. They were all good down the back straightaway. Lap number 49, yellow flag back in the air. We can take a look at what in the world happened. And they come back off, and it was just, what in the world? Yellow flag was back out. Well, yeah, looks like it was Overstreet maybe running into problems. It will not let us view it, unfortunately, so we're 50 laps in under yellow. Alrighty, folks. 50 laps into the Veterans Appreciation 300 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Right now, your leader, Mr. Ryan Kelly. Lights on the iRacing pace car here. So we'll be in just a moment, and we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back here live on Extreme Sim TV. All right, the lights out on the iRacing pace cars. We get ready to go back to green flag racing here in a moment. That's going to be lap number 52 of 200 here this evening. The white flash up back here in the 44 on pit road. At UPS machine. All right, 52 out of 200 laps complete. Lights off. Here we come down the back straightaway. Taking a look there at the iRacing Ford and Mustang pace car. Leading them down here. Kelly and Jenkins, that's going to be your top two here. And a green flag getting ready to go in the air here one more time. We're back underway at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Green in the air once again. We're back underway. 13 on the bottom of the racetrack on the outside, the 808 of Brandon. The 808, Mr. Brandon hanging there in there as well. To the outside of the race of the 78, looks like the 18 down there as well. Through 3 and 4 once again, nearly 3 wide. Here we go off the turn number 4. These cars right on top of each other. The 13 there as well. I think we got one up in the fence. That's going to be the 7 machine. Now they'll fan their way back out down the back straightaway one more time. The 13 there trying to hang on to the lead. The 2 with the 78. Back down the front straightaway once again. Look at this pack of cars as they race their way around Charlotte one more time. 55 out of 200 complete. Nowhere for anybody to go right now. Holy cow, the 13 on the bottom trying to hold it nice and smooth. Oh, side by side down the 2, trying to work his way up through there as well. It's going to be Jacob right there in that outside groove trying to follow through. All back there as well. Paul back in 5th in the 18 machine trying to follow his way through here. Nowhere for him to go right now. I tell you what, this 78 machine doing a great job right now controlling both lanes, making it work. Down the back straightaway once again. Here they come. The 2 machine now. Jacob making a big move on the bottom of the racetrack. Can he get clear through 1 and 2 one more time? He'll slide up the racetrack. No, can't do it. He'll hang on. He'll still be to the outside, though. Through the tri-oval one more time. Right there to the outside here to come down the back straightaway. Tyler Payne back here as well. Taking a look here at Tyler in that number 92 machine. Trying to work his way through. Oh, a car bouncing it off the outside wall once again. Nice job hanging on to it. Buddy working their way, sorting their way out. 60 out of 200 already in the books. Right now, Mr. Jacob up front leading the way. Oh, trouble, wrecking behind them. Multiple cars around. Holy cow, that's the whole field. My goodness, big wreck behind them. Let's take a look here one more time. Oh, they start to make contact, and oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness. One more look at it here off of turn number 4. Just the whole field stacking up. Trying to get a look from our blimp cam. He's just a little bit of a mistake in the middle of the corner. The 7 gets high. He gets turned. There you go. Multiple cars getting involved. You got a car sliding down pit lane at a high rate of speed. Holy moly. A lot of cars caught up there in that one. Man. So everybody's going to head to pit road here one more time. As we had trouble off of turn number 2. Or off of turn 4 there. Huge incident. A bunch of cars collected to end that one. Alright folks, we're 62 laps in here at Charlotte. Alright, 62 laps complete. Ledford right now, he'll dive down pit road in that number 48 machine. Light's still on the iRacing pace car as of now. That is the 2 out front. Again, that 2 machine being powered by Mr. Jacob. We'll see if we can get an interview here with someone as the lights are still on the iRacing. Hey, Mr. Hess, you got a copy on it, buddy?
Yes, sir, I do.
How's your night out there been, buddy?
It's going. I've come from the back, and I guess I'm at 7th now. But man, we got a long way to go, and this is to me, it's way aggressive right now. But I guess that's racing.
Yeah, we just had a big incident. Don't feel bad. My night hasn't went perfect either, so we're both calling our way back right now.
Say that again, buddy.
Don't feel bad. I didn't have the perfect start either. But alrighty, man, you made it back up to 7th. Just try to hang in there. Maybe we'll get a long green flag run in, and you can work your way up a little bit further.
10-4, that's what I'm hoping, but I don't want it to end up being where everyone's got a wreck. But hopefully we can get a good green flag run going to where we can get some green flag pit stops and some separation, and that'd be pretty good from in my book.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, the best of luck to you.
Thank you, buddy. I'll enjoy the race.
Yep. 10-4.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right, here we go. We get ready as we're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. 64 out of 200 complete here tonight at Charlotte. All right, out of turn at number 4, Jacob will lead him down. He's going to have Mr. Brooks right there with him. As we're coming to green once again and waiting on it. Green flag back in the air as we come to complete lap number 64. Brooks on the high side. He's going to have a lot of help from Timothy T. Wright in that 93 machine. Well, look at that. Side by side out of turn number 2. Big push there on the bottom. You see the 13 suck up to the 78 with a huge push. Pushing them pretty much clear the lead. Good move there down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Ryan Kelly with a big push here to the back bumper of the 78. Wow. Nice job. Now the 78, he's going to have to control both lanes. Donald Stewart up front. Here comes the bump. You see the closing speed there from a couple of rows back. The 86 back here, Kyle Hess, we just spoke with him. He's working his way back up as well. Back towards turn at number 1. The 2, the 78 right there on the outside lane. The 2 now jumps to the bottom, and he'll have the 13 to back him up now that he's on the bottom of the racetrack. Out of turn number 4, everybody gets a little bit tight here. Big group of cars right here running right together. One little mistake and you have the big one like we just saw a few minutes ago. Now back down the back straightaway one more time. The 2 jumps up. He'll jump up about 2 lanes of traffic. He'll get back down. 78 right there. That's going to be Mr. Stewart trying to get it something done there on the high side. The 2 will be able to clear maybe back by here at the start finish line. Long way to go. A lot of jostling around up front. 69 out of 200 complete. Now, back down in front straightaway one more time, trying to figure it out. And these guys right on top of each other all the way down through here. Copy. What is going on here? Jacob out front trying to hang on. Donald right there to his back bumper. James Brooks as well. Two packs of cars now rolling down the back straightaway once again. Everybody doing a great job. These cars all over the back of each other now. Out at turn number 4. The two right there trying to hang on to 78, 78. Man, he is right there on that back bumper. Donald's not going away. The 13 here trying to work their way up. Right now, Miss Maria, let's take a look at the race stats here. All the turn number, wow, just all over the place. Man, these guys are running hard, and we will take a look at the race stats here so far. 5 cautions for 20 laps here so far. 65 or 75 laps into this one. The 13 right around the bottom of the 78 trying to make it work. Trying to clear here, nothing he can really do. Oh, right to that back inside, right on that quarter panel, trying to work his way back by the 78 machine. 76 laps in the book, starting the lap number 77. All right, guys, we're going to give you a little crank it up here on Extreme Sim T. And just as we go to crank it up, we have trouble on the front straightaway. Go back and take a look one more time as they're heading through 3 and 4. And this is your lead pack of cars. And just a little bit of contact. 86 goes around. A couple of more getting out of shape going through the grass. Is 67 up into the fence. Man, oh man. Yellow back out on the speedway at lap number 78. Alrighty, folks, 70 laps in, out, or 78 in out of 200, and we'll be right back here on Extreme Sim. Alrighty, here we go. Getting ready to go back green at Flag Racing. Lap number 81 out of 200 in the books. Down the front straightaway, they come Logan out front of this thing, trying to hang on in that number 63 machine. '18 dives down to the bottom of the racetrack. Going to be Paul out front trying to pull away. Not going to happen. The 93 will pull up to the 63's back bumper. That's Logan. They're going to work their way around to the outside. Man, oh man, Logan trying to get that outside lane to work. The 18 machine of Paul leads the way onto the back straightaway. Here comes the 93 machine. That's Timothy T. Wright trying to get it done on the bottom. Look at Timothy there. Oh, big checkup on the outside lane. You got to be careful with that. You can get turned around really easy. Timothy right there along the bottom of the racetrack. Paul trying to pull away. Can't do it right now. Timothy's doing everything he can. He's going to have the 15 to his back bumper. Timothy T. Wright up front, looking for the push from the 15 machine. Robert right there to the back bumper, now looking maybe 3 wide. No, he'll fall back in line here. Down the front straightaway once again. Look at them move up front. The 1893, these two side by side off of turn number 4. 93 getting a little loose there, chasing it up the racetrack. He hangs on to it. Nothing doing. The 63 machine of Logan right there to his back bumper, trying to push his way through. Down the front straightaway one more time. Look at this battle. The 63 doing everything he can. The 93 right there as well. Watch out. He'll get high. He'll go up the racetrack. He'll try to hang on here. He's going to have to dive back down to the bottom. That's going to let the two of Jacob work the bottom line here. Now they'll get up and under the 93, and we'll see these tires start to wear once again, and we should see that outside line start to develop. Two cutting right as close down to the apron of the racetrack as he can. 18, everything he can do, that good wrench machine to hang on to the outside groove. Oh, so tight now, about down the back straightaway. The 18 moves up the racetrack once again, throws kind of a block on the 2 car. $18 and 2 going at it right now. Now he'll fall back behind the 63, trying to force his way in there. Can't get it done. 91 laps complete. Coming up on halfway here, still 2 abreast up front. Oh, the car getting a little sideways, hang on to it, and he's going to go around the 63 into the inside, retaining wall. That is going to be Mr. Holy cow, that was close. The 63 going around Mr. Logan. He hangs on yelling now out on the speedway. "92 out of 200 complete." Man, that was a rough ride there for that 63 machine. Alright, we'll get ready to go back green flag racing here in a moment. Taking a look there at Michael Spell in that 88. The 808 will come to his box. Everybody taking 4 fresh tires and fuel. Alright guys, from everything I'm seeing, the stream seems to be back to normal. To be honest with you, I have no idea what happened. A little hiccup here and there, but it seems to be pretty much back to normal. So, if I could get a sound off in chat that it's still going fine, I'd much appreciate it. Make sure everybody's seeing everything nice and plain and no big issues. Because we're 93 laps complete at 200 here. Right now, Paul up front in the 18 machine. We're getting ready to get this one back underway here in a moment. Thank you to the comment section for your input. And man, it's been a crazy one here tonight, and we're only getting ready to be halfway done with this one. All right, here we go. Getting ready to go back green flag racing once again. Brandon on the outside, Jacob on the inside, third row. Up there on fourth, that's going to be Timothy T. Wright. And we're going to do a little bit something different on this restart here. We're going to ride along with Timothy. See what he sees on this restart. As he's riding right there behind in that outside lane. So this is going to be a little different view for everybody on a restart. See what the drivers see. Alright, coming down for the green flag. Once again, the inside by side green is in the air. What a good view here from on board as they work their way up the gears, headed for turn number 1 and 2. And that's exactly what the driver sees out their windshield coming to a restart. As you can see, you can't see much. Timothy there in that outside lane. Back down the front straightaway once again. "97 out of 200 laps complete." Look at the 2 car now, looking for the bottom of the racetrack. That's going to be Jacob trying to look to the bottom. Nothing doing there. He'll have to fall back in line once again. 97 of 200 complete here this evening. And across the stripe they will go as we're getting closer to halfway, 150 miles into this one. For the Veterans Appreciation 300 here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Now 99 of 200 complete. The 18 swaps lanes. Goes up there in front of the 2 giving him a massive shove down the back straightaway. But look at Timothy T. Wright working the bottom of the racetrack still in that number 93 machine. That run will die out before he can get up there to him. Oh, trouble. Timothy T. Wright into the inside wall. No yellow as of yet. Boy, he is stuck on that wall. That may be a problem. We'll see what race control decides to do. As he made a little contact off of turn number 2, it looks like he's just going to tow the car. Wow. How wrong it went for Timothy T. Wright as they come off the corner. You see him just get up the racetrack, up the hill, bounce off that car, hard into the inside wall. And around went Timothy T. Wright. He's on pit road. He had to take a tow. He's going to go a couple laps down. Back up front to Jacob, and a yellow flag has flew on the racetrack. Mike Morrison, yellow flag now flies. Looks like Charles run into a problem. Let's go take a look. Like Charles is having a blinky issue. Can't really tell. He's really having a blinking problem in the 14. And the yellow just flew, so I'm not sure. Maybe they threw the yellow because of the previous incident. The yellow is out on the racetrack once again. Kuklar will head to pit road. Brandon Jenkins in the 808 machine. Mike Morrison right now out there on the racing surface. He'll stay out. That'll put him as your new race leader. Okay, folks, 103 out of 200 complete, and I'll be right back with you.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
Alrighty, folks, we're getting ready to go back green flag racing here in a moment. Here we go, green it back in the air. The 13 machine on the bottom of the racetrack. He'll have the 18 right there with him as they go back green flag racing into turn number one. 106 out of 200 complete here tonight. The pack heading at you here. Nice run down the back straightaway. Everybody involved being nice and smooth. Into turn number 3 and 40. 18 trying to peek up to the high side. That's a 13 machine. Nothing doing there. Here they go back down the back straightaway one more time. Here comes the 16 all over the back bumper of the 13 machine. Of course, that 16 U.S. Army machine, piloted by Mr. John, trying to bring her to the front. Side by side down the front straightaway one more time. The 13 on the bottom, the 18 on the high side. Now back toward the back straightaway once again. 108 laps complete now. U.S. Army machine right there with them. Brandon back here a little ways in the 808 machine. Michael back here as well in the 7. Donald Stewart back here. You can see them lead earlier in the 78 machine. The 78 right there, that Budweiser machine trying to close the gap. Meanwhile, the 2 will sneak his way into the lead. Jacob up there in the 2 machine trying to sneak his way back by. And he will try to do so off of turn number 4. Across the stripe, looks like he'll lead at that time by. That'll make 25 lead changes on the evening. 2 and the 18 side by side down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. He'll wash up just a little bit, still side by side though. They exit turn number 4, move the 18 back out front. That's 26 lead changes now. This race really picking up right now. The 18 out front, that good wrench machine leads the way. The 2 dropping back just a little bit. Oh, look at the crossover move. The 808 machine with a huge crossover down the front straightaway. Wow, what a move. And he'll jump to the bottom now. He'll go all the way to the bottom of the racetrack, draw even with the 18. And he'll bring him off of turn number 2, pretty much dead even down the back straightaway. These guys got to be thinking about their tires right now. Everybody trying to take care of their tires. Not working at right now, though. They are running the far out of these cars. And their tires, I know a little bit of net code there. The 78 gets turned sideways. Hang on to her. 3 wide back through the pack. What a move by the 78 to hang on. Donald Stewart's going to drop all the way back. For roughly the 8th position. Trail back there in the 88 machine. Tyler Overstreet back here as well in the 08. Here is your champion, Mr. James Ledford in the 48 machine. Current reigning and defending IndyCar champion. I tried to break out my best Paul Heyman impersonation, but that didn't work out very well. As he works his way out of turn number 4, let's see if we can get Mr. Ledford up. See if he can make up some spots. Dave back here in the 36 machine, back here in 14th. 15th is Charles. And that's what they look like heading off of turn number 2. Meanwhile, back up front, Paul still leading the way in the 18 machine. Great run here tonight for Paul. Still, the cars still circulating. Great field of race cars here tonight. Brandon Jenkins, I haven't seen that name before, I don't believe. Up into P2. Nice run for Brandon. Robert Richards in 3rd. Alright, 1 and 19 out of 200 complete here tonight. They'll slide back in line. And at this point, these cars are starting to get really tight around the bottom of the racetrack. Taking a look at their last lap time was a 29.2. The best of the evening, a 28.6. So they're starting to lose a little bit of speed. Can't hug the bottom quite as well. See the 13 trying to make it work on the bottom. We'll see as he goes in the corner if he has to back out, in which he does. Paul up front still leading the way in the 18 Goodwrench machine. Alright guys, who's your pick to walk away as we're over halfway through with this one? Who is going to pick up the win here tonight at Charlotte? And we'll take one more race stats look. 8 yellows on the evening here so far with 28 caution laps, 26 lead changes. Fastest driver of the race, Mr. Overstreet. Alright, now we're starting to get into a little bit of a green flag run, so we're going to see if this 18 machine can hang on to the race lead. Or if Brandon Jenkins has something for him. What about Ryan Kelly back here in 3rd? Now, pass for the lead. Brandon Jenkins able to get to the bottom, and he will clear for the race lead. Move the 808 of Mr. Brandon Jenkins to the lead of this one. Nice move out of Brandon. That Plymouth 808 machine down the front straightaway like a rocket ship. Ryan back here a little bit. Robert Richards there, the 7 of Mr. Michael. Jacob John back here as well in the 16. And Donald Stewart dropping back a little ways there in that 78 machine. Getting a challenge here from Mr. Spell. That beautiful red, white, and blue machine. Alright, they worked their way down the front straightaway one more time. Taking a look here at the 7, who's now worked his way up to the race lead, and the yellow flag flies. Wow, Ryan Kelly in the 13. Having issues. We'll go back and take a look at it. What in the world happened to Ryan? Out of turn and number 4. There's the 18, the 8008, and contact for the race lead. And that brought the yellow out. My goodness. This will be yellow number 9 of the evening, and poor Brandon. Man. I say, oh man, what a save by Brandon. Through the little road course area, gets it locked up. Go on board with him and see what he saw. Man, Brandon making a great save. But that 13 machine, unfortunately, getting all kinds of tore up here. Go back on board with Brandon here one more time. Through 3 and 4. Just the slightest bit of contact, and hang on to her. Oh, over the bumps. Downshift. Good job keeping it straight. Yellow back out. I believe this is yellow number 9. We'll see if we can get a word with somebody else. Everybody heads down pit road. And we'll let him get to his box here. We'll get a word here with Brandon in that 808.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, Brandon, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Alrighty, man. Well, you have done a heck of a job. You got up front, was battling for the race lead. Looks like you had a little bit of trouble there out of turn of number 4. But hey, man, you did a great job holding on to the race car.
Yeah, it's been a fun race. Who is this in the booth? It's not Rudy.
No, it is at Matt with Extreme Sim TV, buddy.
Oh, Matt, I'm sorry about that.
You're fine, buddy. Actually, Rudy's actually in the comment section. I believe he was earlier. But yeah, man, you're doing a great job, man.
Well, thank you. It's been a fun race. Good bunch of drivers in here.
Yeah, they are. It's been a lot of fun. A couple of yellows and whatnot, but nevertheless, it's been a blast. So, what's your plan to get that car back up front, bud?
Well, I'm in third now, so inside is always an advantage at the start. So hopefully that'll work out.
Yeah. You just don't want to get trapped down there when those tires wear out and the car starts to slide around a lot with you.
Yeah, first 7 laps, it's good. First 5 to 7 laps, it's good to be on the inside, I think.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, the best of luck to you going forward.
Thank you, sir.
User was moved out.
All right, that was Mr. Brandon, and we're getting ready to go back green a flag racing here in a moment. You noticed I did pause the actual race there for a second to get your driver interview in, because I can't separate the audio, and if I turn them up, I'm going to turn the cars up, so figured that was the best way to do it to where you can hear them nice and... All right, 30 out of 200 laps complete. Or, excuse me, 130 out of 200 complete so far. Up front, that number 7 machine, that's going to be Mr. Michael leading the way. He's going to have the 15 of Robert Richards. Brandon back there in a third. Of course, he got turned down into the tri-oval. He held on to the race car, doing a great job getting that car straightened back out and get it back going. 130 out of 200 complete. We'll see the lights on the iRacing pace car go off this time by. All right, Michael up front. All right, we're getting ready to go green once again. Green flag back in the air. Michael gets on the gas. Robert Richards right there to his outside. Here comes John in that 16 machine trying to figure out a way by. Again, fresh tires. These guys are going to be stacked right on top of each other for the first few laps. The 808 machine trying to work his way back by right now. 29 lead changes on the evening. Here comes the 2 with a big run. The 15 getting pushed out of line just a little bit. Look at the 7, that quarters machine trying to figure it out. Here they go down the back straightaway. Everybody 2 by 2. Now almost 3 wide for the race lead. The 15's going to get moved up the hill. He has to back out of the throttle. The 808 sneaks it through on the bottom of the racetrack and clear off a turn 4 and a wreck behind them. Yellow is out, and I believe that's Ryan that run into problems. Man, oh man. Donald Stewart 78 machine all torn up. Holy cow. As they started wrecking down in turn to number 4, this is going to bring the yellow out. You see him start checking up, he can't get checked up in time. And it was just chain reaction, and around goes the 78 machine, locks it down. Yellow flag back on the speedway. If we can get a word in with Donald Stewart when he brings this car to pit road. He's probably not going to be too happy. Alright, the number 78 brings her down pit road. We'll get ready to do an interview with him here as soon as he gets stopped in his box. Alright, he made it safely to his box here. Man, oh man, gotta be frustrating. Had a good run. Get a word with him.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, Mr. Stewart, you got a copy on me?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Well, you've had a good run here so far tonight, and then a little bit of trouble there.
Yeah, been a little rough here. They need to just settle down. I think everybody's just racing too hard, trying to get to the front. If they just settle down and get a little green flag stop, it'd be nice.
Yeah, it looked like a checkup right in front of you. You got on the brakes, but the person there behind you couldn't get woed up in time, and it's one of them racing deals.
Yeah, we were just nowhere we could go. We were just there for the ride.
Alrighty, man. Well, I must say that number 78 Bud Machine is a beautiful race car.
Yeah, thank you. It was painted up by Trent Williams. So I gotta give him a shout out. Yeah, good job, Trent.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, best of luck to you going forward.
Thank you, sir. We're gonna try to get this 78 car back up front as soon as we can.
Alrighty, man. Well, we'll see you here in a little bit, Donald.
I hope so. I hope to see you on the podium.
Stand for it, buddy.
User was moved out of your channel.
Alright, that was Donald, the driver of that number 78 machine. Alright, so we're gonna get ready to go green here in a moment. 136 out of 200. Mr. Brandon up front, that 808 machine. Well, Miss Maria, if you're in chat, what do you think about the racing here so far? We get ready to turn them back loose here one more time. The 808 on the inside to his outside is going to be that 7 machine. They're going to get ready to go green flag racing once again. And let's see, who are we going to ride along with here on the restart? Let's ride along here with Jacob this time for this one. Let's go. Take a look out the right rear for just a second and look how much travel those shocks have on this 2 machine. Alright, as they exit turn number 4, we'll get ready to send them back green flag racing once again. And green in the air, the 7 jumps out to a nice lead, the 2 right there with them. The 808 trying to hang on the bottom as they head for turn number 1. And he is fighting strong on the inside of mine. He'll exit turn number 2. He'll try to clear down the back straightaway once again. Big push there from the 2 car all the way into turn number 3. Nice run for everybody down the back straightaway once again. They'll spread out now, the 2 to the bottom. What a run for him. Wow, nice run for that 2 car and up to the race lead. 2 leader, 33 lead changes here now. Can somebody make the move back on him here? Because we're getting later and later. Yellow out on the speedway as they're wrecking down the back straightaway in the back of the pack. Oh, big wreck back here. Well, David Overstreet looks like he's involved. Go back and take a look at what happened. The 13's involved. Oh, looks like oh, somebody gets turned around and everybody has nowhere to go. Man, right on board with the 13 here. Big Trouble, the 88 gets turned, nowhere for him to go. He gets in the back of the 2, and around we all go. Do-si-do into the inside wall. One more look at it. Coming out of turn 4 here, just backs up in front and just, oh man, that's just unfortunate. And here we go, they just start piling in. The 78 gets caught. Unfortunate for the 78 machine. Second wreck he's been in just right in a row. Man. Oh, that car is all torn up. Take a look at our race stats here, working 11 yellows right now as they head down pit road. I'm going to take a momentary break from the booth and I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, as I am back, and we went back green, but the yellow came back out. I think the white might have been involved here. Oh, the 78. What in the world happened to 78 here? Oh, wrecking in front of them. Oh, the 15. And, yep, hard impact there for the 78. The 15 getting in trouble. That's going to be Robert there running into some problems. As they work their way down the back straightaway, take a look here one more time at what happened. Oh, just a little bit of contact there at the 36. The 13 piles in. The 15 goes around. That'll draw the yellow once again. Lap number 1 of 49. It's just turning into a 300-mile survival, man. You gotta make it to the end to have a shot at the win. And I tell you what, it's been a rough one, guys. Alright, yellow back out on the speedway. When we go back green, we'll have less than 50 laps to go. With 38 lead changes on the evening. Alright, back under green, back under yellow one more time here. See if we can find someone else to give a talk to here. Give, let's see, grab. Grab Mr. Dwight. Hey Dwight, you got a copy on him, buddy? Hey Dwight, you got a copy on him? Dwight's there.
User was moved out of your channel.
Let's go with try Dave Lane here. Well, we're gonna wait because the lights are out on that iRacing base car. That means we're gonna get ready to go back green flag racing. Less than 50 laps to go. Lap 151 on the board right now. Here we go as we get ready to go back green flag racing. Run the color Tom. wait on it, wait on it, wait on it. Green flag. Now, a little misstep there by the 7 on that restart. Going to cost him some time. Tyler's going to jump out to a nice race lead. There's Ledford back there in that 48% and in third right now. He's trying to work that high line with the 93 good lift machine right in his back bumper. Oh, he'll cross down front of the 808 machine. Trying to get to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll make it down there. Work the way back to the tires one more time. The 48 machine right around the bottom of the racetrack. Trying to draw even with the 7. Can't do it, has to win. 7 quarters machine now onto the back straightaway. Everybody side by side. The 93 moves down. He'll try to work with the 48. That's what they're there with 3 and 4. He'll have to win. Now they'll separate one more time. Everybody's trying to work the bottom of the racetrack. The best of their ability. 48 back to the inside of the racetrack. That's Ledford, your reigning and defending champion. Over in the IndyCar Series, must pick up a couple of more. Here he comes. Still shoots at the bottom. Try to look to the inside of the 92. 92 at the block. Onto the front straightaway, battle for the race lead, James Ledford, and he's going to tag him, and there you go. And we're all wrecking down the front straightaway. Yellow is now out, and we're piling into turn number 1. Multiple cars. And man, oh man, I don't know. I mean, we've seen that coming. Go back and take a look. 156 yellows. You see, oh, he just tries to close the door. And Ledford's already there. I mean, that just triggered a massive incident. These drivers can't get rode up. Yellow flag back out on the speedway, lap 157. Ledford headed to pit road. See, the trouble is it starts there, and I mean, it was a massive incident. Taking a look at the race stats here right now, 13 yellows, 42 caution. Alright, with the yellow flag back out on the speedway. Get ready to turn them back loose. Kyle Hess up there in that 86. Looks like he'll take over the lead. We'll get a word with Kyle. Alright, let's see if we can grab a word with Mr. Hess. Microphone muted. You know, for Ha Funny, let's grab Mr. Charles Wooten. See what Charles has to say.
User was moved to your channel.
Charles Wooten up in the boot, up there in the driver's chat. You got a copy of me? Alrighty, buddy. So you've kind of checked out a little bit of the race. What are you thinking about it right now?
It's been some good racing. Honestly, I tuned in. I saw Ball Crumler out there, one of my good buddies, racing, and had to tune in and watch. Obviously, everyone that doesn't know, you got the overlays from me, so I always tune in to see how the channels are doing here that have gotten overlays from VRN. So there's been some good racing. Obviously, Overstreet is on a roll right now with that fast lap too.
Yeah, he is. He's doing a great job, man. These cars are hard to drive here too, man. They look easy, but they're in a pack. When something goes wrong, it goes wrong in a hurry.
It definitely does. I've been watching long enough. Just saw that huge pile up there just about a lap or two ago, and those wrecks look a little gnarly out there.
Oh, for sure. Well, I'll let you go enjoy your day off and let you out of the booth. But I figured I'd give you a holler and see what you thought of it so far.
Oh, definitely enjoying the race.
Alrighty, Charles. I'll holler at you later.
All right, then.
User was moved.
Alright, that was Mr. Charles Wooten from over at VRN. Oh, yep. We'll get ready to go back green and flag racing once again here in a moment. Alright, lights back off on the iRacing Ford Mustang pace car. Getting ready to go back green to flag racing once again. Here we go. Mr. Kyle Hess will have the race lead to his outside. That's going to be Michael in that number 7 machine. Ryan Kelly there in third in the 13 man. He's been through it a lot. He's back up there in the midst of it, and we'll have less than 40 laps to go when we take the green flag here. All right, out of turn to number 4. Green flag is going to wave once again. Kyle Hess brings them down on the loud pedal. Green is out. We're back underway here at Charlotte. Working their way now through 1 and 2. Kyle running that real low line. We've seen that work all night long. Ryan right there with him. The 93 machine, Timothy T. Wright, working his way back up in the mix. As we see, time is running out. Overstreet back there, of course, with the fastest lap of the race back there in 5th. Right back there in the 93 machine. What can he do the rest of the way? Donald Stewart back here also trying to come up with something. Wilkes and Tyler back here in P7. 163 of 200 in the books. Right now Hess still leads the way. We got trouble as the 93 is involved. And we're breaking them down, and we're all wrecking on the back straightaway once again. Huge incident down the back straightaway. Multiple cars involved. The 93 is involved. Timothy T. Wright's involved. We'll go back and take a look at what happened. A little contact between him and the 7. And right back out into race traffic. Nowhere for the 76 or the 44 to go. Hard impacts. Rick and the 17s got damaged. They're still wrecking down here. The 7's wrecked. The 1's all torn up. That's Wilkes. And that Valvoline machine. Michael there also torn up. And man, oh man. See, Michael gets turned out of it. Nothing he can do. And they're just wrecking all the way around him. Brooks in the 76. 78. And Brooks about had that thing miss. He gets clipped. Huge incident down the back straightaway. Overstreet may have been involved here. Let's go. All Overstreet crew. There they go. They're wrecking. They're wrecking. They're wrecking. And yep. Ah. The Overstreet. Let's go on board with Overstreet actually. What does he see as they're all wrecking in front of him? Comes out turn 4 or turn 1 and 2. Sees the wreck, starts checking up, and there's just cars all over the place. And watch, he's just trying to miss it, trying to miss it. Ease your way through. You hear him downshifting multiple times. Great job picking his way through this one. And we'll get ready to turn them back loose here in a moment. It's still up front, the 13 right there with him. All right. I'll bring them down and we'll see the lights go off on the iRacing pace car one more time. One at 66 out of 200 complete here tonight. And right now, Hess leads the way. See if we can grab Miss Timothy down here. I don't think we're going to have enough time, though. They're getting ready to go back, clearing them out of the lab. Here we go. Lights will go off on the iRacing pace car, and we'll send them back green flag racing in a moment. That's that 13 machine right there as well on that high side. Ryan Kelly, Tyler and Dave Lane. Brandon Jenkins back there in 5th. Paul in 6th. 7th is going to be Mr. Brooks. 8th is Overstreet. Well, a little bit different here. Dave back here as well. Eric, or Rick, then Mitchell, Michael Spell, Timothy T. Wright, 14 cars left, well, a couple more cars. John on pit road and Dwight. So about 15, 16 cars left running out of the original 25 that started this event. 41 lead changes throughout the evening so far. And we'll get the green flag as we're coming up on 30 laps to go. Green is in the air. 168 will go on the board. The 13 machine on the high side, that's Ryan Kelly trying to run the top. But he's going to have to fall in behind Kyle Hess. Hess will lead him down the back straightaway. And they'll have the 92 machine of Tyler right there to their back bumper. Paul trying to make up some ground. He's got the 02 with him. And they'll spread out down the front straightaway. 169 out of 200 on the board. Kyle Hess up front in the 86 machine. Look at Hess trying to get something done here. Hess and that Miller time machine right up front, trying to pull away. 170, 30 laps to go next time by. And Hess with a good looking race car, man. Trying to hang in there. Ryan Kelly right there with him. And yellow on the speedway once again. And let's go back and see if we can figure out what has happened. Bring out the yellow that Dave Lane may be involved. As they come through the corner, let's take a look. That's 76 on the inside. Oh, just a little bit of contact through the quad oval. Around goes the 45 of Dave Lane into the inside wall. That brings the yellow back out on the speedway. Less than 30 to go. The 808 machine will bring it down and everybody will slow back down to pace speed. One 72 of 200 in the books. Been a crazy one here at Charlotte tonight. 25. Here we go. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing once again. On the front row, you're going to have Brandon and Paul. They're going to lead the way here. One at 74 out of 200 laps complete. We'll go green this time by 26 laps remaining. And wait on it, wait on it, wait on it. And green and wait on it. And green's in the air. We're back underway. 26 laps to go. On the bottom of the racetrack, you see that draft starting to pick up on the inside line. The 808 stuck on the high side. Here comes a 7 machine. Overstreet back here in the 02 trying to make up some ground. Now out of turn number 4. Big moves up at the front of the pack. Look at the 18 kind of chopping the 7's nose a little bit to keep him back there. Wow, wow. Some 25 to go now. Here we go down the back straightaway. Nowhere for anybody to go right now. Front 2 lockstep with each other. Now the battle for third. Brandon on the outside of Overstreet. Brandon and Overstreet right here together, tied together with a bungee cord pretty much this whole second pack. Overstreet to the bottom. Here comes a 13 machine trying to look for a way around. 1 at 77 on the board. Nobody really able to make a move for the lead right now. All doing a nice job just hanging on to it. And the 7's going to have to come up with a move here pretty soon. He's going to go to the high side. But I don't know if the tires are quite worn enough for that to work right now. Coming to 1 at 79. He'll get with the 7 right on the back bumper. He thinks about diving it down low. He does not. The 02 working his way up to third. That's Overstreet. Working his way through. Him and Overstreet side by side as they exit turn number 2, and this is going to let Paul kind of step away a little bit as we'll see 20 laps to go next time by. Overstreet pushes up the racetrack. He gets the car back to the bottom. Look at this battle though as they run through 3 and 4, and a little bit of a checkup on the inside lane as they come to 20 laps to go. Look at the 7 now, right over the back bumper, the 18. Overstreet trying to work his way through the pack. Hess up there, Hess in the wall. That's Kyle Hess getting in trouble, and the yellow's gonna fly. 20 laps to go, and Kyle Hess in the outside wall. Oh man. Just a little miscommunication. Oh, he just got in the outside fence, got it out of shape. And that definitely brought the yellow out. 19 laps remaining. All brings them down across the line. Take a look here. 16 yellows, 53 laps, and 42 lead change. All right, everybody back down at pit road. Let's see if we can get a word here with Kyle Hess, and we'll try it. All right. What a race here so far. Oh, and Team Master Michael fail.
User was moved to
All
your
right,
channel.
Mr. Michael Spell, you got a copy on it, buddy?
I sure do, buddy.
What a race, man. It's been an insane race.
Yeah, it was a little crazy. Unfortunately, I'm out of fast repair, so I'm done. But yeah, it's just, these cars start pushing real bad after about 11, 12 laps, and I don't know, guys just aren't being patient with it.
Well, definitely been crazy. I mean, a lot of good racing. Yeah, we've had some major accidents, but we've had some pretty good racing out there as well.
Well, yeah, we were talking about that under the last caution, that when we have been racing, when it hasn't been yellow, I mean, it's been great racing, but it's just a lot of incidents. These cars are pretty hard to drive here. They get tight, and they're hard to drive.
Yeah, I feel like the incidents is because of the package itself. NASCAR put the bigger spoiler on it, and they're all packed up. It's pretty much like a mini Talladega Daytona for the first couple of laps.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, and Dave and Dwight, Timothy and I were talking, when the race was first getting started, if we could get to a green flag pit stop and get people spread out a little bit, we'd be all right. But, we never were able to get there.
Yeah, and, that's what happened in the 600 for me when I ran it. We were able to get spread out, and once you got spread out, it went back to a normal, 1.5 mile race.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And unfortunately, we never got there, and I just got caught up in 5 different incidents, so it was unfortunate.
Alrighty, man. Well, the best of luck to you moving forward.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for broadcasting it. And like I told Jimmy, he was apologizing for the race, and I said, Jimmy, we've got to remember the reason we're having this race is to remember those that have fallen, and we're pretty fortunate to be playing a game tonight.
10-4 on that, buddy. Couldn't have said it any better myself.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
And for
User was moved out of your channel.
all right, so we're gonna get ready to go back green flag racing here in one moment. We'll turn them back loose here. And we'll have around 15 laps remaining when the green flag goes back in the air. Dave Lane up there in that SPP number 45 machine with the race lead. Now with 16 laps to go, can Dave Lane hang on to get the race win? All right, as we come out of turn number 4, iRacing Ford Mustang pace car takes that hard left-hand turn, and we'll get the green flag with 15 laps to go. $15 to go here. Dave Lane up front. You have the 18 of Paul right to his back bumper. Brandon up there as well. Look at the switch over out front. Dave on the bottom of the racetrack. Paul trying to do something on the outside. Here comes Brandon right with them. Side by side. Now Dave's got control of both lanes. Nice job by Dave Lane getting out front of that 45 machine, and he's got control. But here comes the 18 to work to the high side. This is going to be Paul trying to get it done. Coming out of turn 4 to see 13 laps to go. Oh, look at this momentum from the high side, a little bit squirrely. Was a 92, he hangs on to it. Dave's trying to shut the door, can't get up there in time. Now everybody's going to be spread out, headed for turn number 4, coming to 12 laps to go. Dave Lane on the bottom of the 45 STP machine. Oh boy, the 18 will lead it at the stripe, I believe. Headed for turns 1 and 2. Dave Lane, he's going to have to make that car very wide. And they're wrecking behind them. Multiple cars involved, another big one down the back straightaway. Off the 17, man, getting clipped. And that's almost the whole field. Go and take a look at it. And these guys just start wrecking. Timothy T. Wright's involved, the 93's involved. Tyler's wrecked. Overstreet's wrecked. Paul's wrecked. Timothy T. Wright's wrecked. John's all torn up. Man, oh man. 11 laps to go and another big one down the back straightaway. Here we go. We'll head to pit road. Dave Lane will assume the race lead with 10 laps to go. Now 10 laps to go. And Dwight Plash back here in the 44 getting a wave around Timothy T. Wright on pit road. He's able to make it out. He's out of fast repairs. That car is pretty. .92 with damage. Here we go, coming to 9 laps to go this time by. And Overstreet's car is killed. That's very unfortunate there for the O2 machine. He had a fast race car here tonight. Alright, Dave Lane is still up front. Got a lot of beat up race cars behind him. As long as he can get a good start, I think he's in a good position to defend it here. The white Flash back here. Timothy T. Wright still on pit road. That car pretty torn up. Both those cars multiple laps down. Tyler Payne as the last car on the lead lap. And that number 92 machine. Alright, we should see one to go this time by. And we'll get the restart with 7 laps to go. Getting ready to go green a flag racing once again. Getting ready here. They come through 3 and 4. O2 on the apron. Here we go. 7 laps to go. Dave Lane's going to bring them down. And a green flag is out. Dave Lane hard on the gas. But it looks like the 7 and 13 is going to try to get a run on the high side. As they come around to see 6 laps to go this time by, pretty much a 5-car race. Look at that outside line and that push is coming. The 13, the 7. Oh, the 7's hurt. He just cannot compete. Here comes the 18 to the bottom. 3 wide, headed for turn 3. It's going to move the 7 up to the outside wall. Now, Dave Lane trying to hang on, coming to 6 laps to go. Here comes Brandon. 6 to go this time by. Dave Lane trying to make that 45 machine wide. He's got to block 2 lanes. If they come and get 5 to go, that's going to be the race. The next flag ends it. Out of turn number 4. 5 laps to go. 5 to go in the Veterans Appreciation 300 here at Charlotte. Dave Lane on the bottom of the racetrack. He'll come to C. 4 laps to go. Brandon on the outside. Oh, big push. Into 3 and 4. Dave slides up. They shoot it 3 wide onto the front straightaway. And the 13 makes it work. Dave Lane back to 3rd now, 4th. Ryan takes over the race lead. The 808's got that drafting help, though, on the high side. Can Dave Lane make it back? Coming to 3 to go. Dave now kind of falling back. Now a 3-man race. Paul in the 18 giving a big shove on the high side. Next time by, we'll see 2 laps to go. And the 13 really trying to use the bottom right now. But they're going to clear him on the outside. Oh no! Trouble behind them. Coming to 2 to go. Green flag. Now the yellow's out. And Brandon's going to win this race. And they wrecked them behind him. Did not want to see that. As they came to turn number 3, tried to go for a hold that wasn't there. The one gets involved. Yellow flag waves. Man, oh man. That means Brandon will walk away with the race win here tonight. As they come around to catch a pace car. 1A race. Taking a look here at Brandon in the 808 machine. 13 right on his back bumper. All right, a white flag, 1 lap to go. And they'll bring it around under yellow. We'll take a look at the race stats. 18 yellows for 60 laps with a total of 49 lead changes. As they exit turn in number 4 or turn number 2. And we will get ready to throw the checkered flag. And your winner tonight as they exit turn number 4. Mr. Brandon and Jenkins is going to walk away with the race and win here this evening. Checkered flag goes in the air. And Mr. Brandon Jenkins will walk away with the win here in the Veterans Appreciation 300. Good win for Mr. Brandon. And we'll get him up here in the booth momentarily. They work their way through turns 1 and 2. All right, let's see if we can find our race winner.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, Brandon, it's Matt up here in the booth, buddy.
Good, sir. How are you?
Buddy, you walked away with the win. Nice job, man.
Thank you very much, man. It was a good race. Enjoyed it. A lot of good drivers. Just got to remember the big picture, though. It was all for the veterans.
Ken Ford, that is what, I've been thinking a lot during the broadcast about that. And yeah, and it was a great race. But more than that, this is a sim racing community reaching out and saying thank you. That's what this is all about.
Yeah, it's couldn't ask for a better group of guys, man.
If it wasn't for those men and women, none of us could do this. And it's really touching to see a group of people come together and do this, just to say thank you. So it was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of good battles.
Well, nevertheless, you got the win, man. Congratulations. How'd you feel about the card? Did you feel like the package here worked, or did you like the package here at Charlotte?
Well, I've done a couple of the A-Series races recently, and I was been practicing trying to save my tires best I could.
Yeah, it seemed like even for me, that's a hard thing to do here.
Yeah, stay low at the beginning, and then after about 5 or 6 laps, try to work your way up to top side so you don't kill your tires too quick. But other than that, it seemed like it was a good car.
All righty, man. Look, once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir, and I appreciate everybody that was racing with me and all our veterans, and I hope you have a good weekend
All
or
right,
rest of the week.
10-4, buddy. Have a good one.
You too. Thanks.
User was moved out of your
Now,
channel.
let's see if we got anybody else in team. Ryan Kelly coming home second. Ryan's in third. No Tyler either. All right, so what we're going to do here is go ahead and run down your race results here. We'll get ready to get out of here. All right, after unofficial race results, Mr. Higgins coming home with the win. Kelly a second, a third, Mr. Fourth, Dave Lane. And the fifth position, that's going to be Mr. Paul coming, here tonight. Coming home sixth, seventh, that's going to be John David Overstreet. Eighth, ninth is Wilkes. 10th is Edwards. P11, Mr. Flash, Tennessee, right? And get everything pulled back up here. And 13th, Mr. Dave of Kyle Hess. 14th, Michael Spell. 15th, by my scoring here, 16th, James Brooks. 17th, Logan. 18th, Donald. 19th, Ledford. 20th, Robert Richards. 21st, Jacob. Charles Johnson. 2nd, Mike Morrison. 3rd, and 24th is. Alrighty. Well, I don't see Mr. Senior in Team B. Everybody is gone. Once again, thank you to all of our veterans. It's been a great night of racing, and a big shout out to the Crow's Nest for putting all this together. Mr. Senior, Miss Marie, everybody involved. And once again, from Extreme Sim TV, to all you veterans out there, have a great night and be safe. But until the next time, this has been Matt with Extreme TV, and I'll see you in the next one.